Testing. Hello. Hello, everyone. We're going to begin now. Welcome to the City of Langley's 2022 inaugural ceremony and council meeting. I'm Kelly Kenny. I'm the corporate officer for City of Langley, and I'll be leading you through the ceremonial part of this evening before turning it over to the new mayor. I'd like to start by acknowledging that the land on which we are gathered tonight is the traditional unceded territory of the Katzie, Kwantlen, Matsqui, and Semiahmoo First Nations. We are pleased to have in attendance tonight Mr. Kevin Kelly, representing the Kwantlen First Nation. Unfortunately, Chief Grace George, representing the Katzie First Nation, and Mr. Damien George of the Tsleil-Waututh Nation, who were also going to be in attendance tonight, were ill and couldn't make it, so we wish them well. They do send their regrets. So during the ceremony tonight, there will be times when those in attendance will be asked to stand, and at such times, individuals with mobility or other challenges may wish to remain seated, or if they do stand, if they're feeling uncomfortable, to then sit back down. So at this time, I would ask that those who are able to stand to please stand for the procession. So please remain standing and join Council-elect in the singing of O Canada. Canada. At this time, I would like to invite Kevin Kelly of the Kwantlen First Nation to perform a welcome song. Thank you, Mr. Kelly. The audience may be seated. Now, as corporate officer for the City of Langley, I hereby call the November 7th, 2022 inaugural council meeting to order and invite the Honorable Judge J.G. Cohen to administer the oath of office to the mayor-elect.
Repeat after me. I, Nathan Pachal, do solemnly affirm that.
I, Nathan Pahal, solemnly affirm that
You can read. I am qualified to hold the office of mayor for the city of Langley, to which I have been elected.
I am qualified to hold the office of mayor for the city of Langley, to which I have been elected.
I have complied with the provisions of the Local Government Act in relation to my election to this office.
I have complied with the provisions of the Local Government Act in relation to my election to this office.
I will abide by all rules related to conflicts of interest under the community charter.
I will abide by all rules related to conflicts of interest under the community charter.
I will carry out my duties with integrity.
I will carry out my duties with integrity.
I will be accountable for the decisions that I make and the actions that I take in the course of my duties.
I will be accountable for the decisions that I make and the actions that I take in the course of my duties.
I will be respectful of others.
I will be respectful of others.
I will demonstrate leadership and collaboration.
I will demonstrate leadership and collaboration.
I will perform the duties of my office in accordance with the law.
I will perform the duties of my office in accordance with the law.
Please join me at the signing table. Smile for the cameras.
There we go.
Please take this with you.
And I now invite the Honorable Judge Cohen to administer the oath of office to the council-elect.
Rosemary? I'm supposed to start with you. I, Rosemary Wallace, do solemnly affirm that.
I, Rosemary Wallace, do solemnly affirm that.
Delaney. I, Delaney Mack, do solemnly affirm that. Paul. I, Paul Albrecht, do solemnly affirm that.
I, Paul Albrecht, do solemnly affirm that.
Terry. I, Terry James, do solemnly affirm that.
I, Terry James, do solemnly affirm that.
Leaf.
I, Leaf White, do solemnly affirm that.
Mike.
I, Mike Soyan, do solemnly affirm that.
And now all of you, please repeat after me. I am qualified to hold the office of councillor for the city of Langley, to which I have been elected. I have complied with the provisions of the Local Government Act in relation to my election to this office. I will abide by all rules related to conflicts of interest in the charter. I will carry out my duties with integrity. I will be accountable for my decisions that I make and the actions that I take in the course of my duties. I will be respectful of others. I will demonstrate leadership and collaboration. I will perform the duties of my office in accordance with law. Rosemary? Laney? We'll smile for them. Don't run away yet. Take this one. And Paul? Leith? And Mike? Welcome. Oh, we got one.
You missed me.
Missed you. Oh, there we go.
I would ask the councillors to take their seats now. Oh, right. Yes, yes. Um, 1 moment, please. I will now invite Dr. Rob Bitter to say a few words and place the chain of office on the mayor.
It's truly an honor to be here today to witness the inauguration of a new council and to take part in this particular capacity. Nathan truly loves this community. When I first met him, I got to see him in action as an advocate for public transit, walkability, and the environment. Others witnessed his passion for Langley City, and over time they suggested that perhaps he might have a more direct impact on the community if he ran for council. Nathan knew it wouldn't be easy, but he ran anyway. Over the last 2 terms, he's had the opportunity to work with some truly amazing individuals on council, a number of whom are in the room tonight, and together they have worked hard to make Langley City the place to be. I couldn't get through without at least that once. I'm excited to have the opportunity to walk alongside Nathan in this new political journey, but I'm even more excited to see what this new council will be able to achieve together over the next 4 years. Thank you to everyone who is here this evening, and thank you all in advance on council for your hard work that you will be doing in the coming years.
I would like to introduce the 40th Council of the City of Langley. I will turn it over to you, Mr. Mayor, for the chair the rest of the meeting.
Thank you. So I believe we are going to do some introductions of honored guests and folks in the room. So I'd like to first acknowledge Mr. Kevin Kelly, representing Kwantlen First Nations tonight. Also the Honorable Judge. Yeah, and thank you. And I may get you to hold applause to the end. I have a rather large list. And then we can give everybody our best round yet. I'd also like to acknowledge the Honorable Judge J.G. Cohen. We have Member of Parliament John Aldag, Member of the Legislative Assembly Andrew Mercier, Inspector Steve Wade, Langley RCMP, and then for our procession, Piper Jeff Sims. We also have on the Honor Guard, Constable Peter Mann, and also Constable Kurt Hall. Fire Rescue Service Honor Guard, we have Captain Dave Skidmore and fighter Cam Kettler. I'd also like to acknowledge outgoing Councillor Rudy Sordaboom, who's right there. Thank you, former Councillor Sordaboom. And acknowledge our school trustees here. We have School Trustee-elect Candy Ashdown and also School Trustee Tony Ward. I'd also like to acknowledge former mayors who are here tonight. We have Mayor Ted Schaefer, hi, and then former Mayor Peter Fassbender and his wife Charlene. And finally, I believe Joe Lipinski, former mayor, and his wife Kelly. I will entertain a round of applause. I'd also like to thank Mayor Vandenbroek for her service over these last 4 years, and again acknowledge the contributions of former Councillor Rudy Sordaboom as well. I'd like to thank Councillor Gil Martin, who isn't here tonight, for over 30 years of service to our community. I will miss the institutional knowledge that she brought to this council table. I'll also miss seeing Councillor Sordaboom as we served on various committees over the years, going back a decade to when we were trying to get the Interurban, which was a train that went from Vancouver to Langley and all the way to Chilliwack. It was a rail service that lasted until the 1950s, and here we are almost 80 years later, and we're getting that rail back with SkyTrain. So I guess all that's old is new again. So I thank him for the mentorship over the years. I also wanted to acknowledge former Mayor Aubrey Searle. He was going to be here tonight, but unfortunately he had a family emergency and couldn't be here. He really helped me during my first election and was like, you should run for council. And I just wanted to thank him for the support he did back in 2016. I also wanted to thank former Mayor Ted Schaefer, who's provided me with advice while I was on council and has always been willing to go for a coffee. And finally, I wanted to highlight the support, advice, and encouragement I received from former Mayor Peter Fassbender. Going back to the first presentations when I was trying to advocate for rail and sort of guiding me through how local government worked, to the support he provided during this election campaign. Without him, I don't think I would have run for office. I also wanted to thank our new members of council for putting their names forward. I know each and everyone here truly cares about our community, and I know we're all eager to move forward and work with solutions for our community. We have a lot of work to do. It's really exciting, but it's also very intimidating. But Langley City residents elected a great team, so I know that we're going to, step up to the challenge and move the city forward in a good way. One of the main reasons why is I think it's the diverse experiences and backgrounds of everybody here at the council table. Councillor Leith White, you bring your experience as a leader in the faith community who has worked hard to improve the lives of people over the decades. Councillor Delaney Mack, you bring your experience as a business owner and an entrepreneur, and I know you're going to challenge us to think differently and creatively as we tackle these hard challenges that we have to face as government. Councillor Mike Solium, your experience as an academic and an economist will help us deal with the significant financial challenges we will face in the coming decades and help us come up with a reasonable plan. Councillor Rosemary Wallace, You've ensured and will continue to ensure that the city invests and recognizes the important role that arts plays in improving the quality of life of residents. There's a friend of mine in the audience here, and she said, without art, what is the point of living? She will also make sure that we are pressing forward on the climate emergency and advancing reconciliation. Councillor Paul Albrecht, your role as a leader for workers in the union movement and expertise in water, sewer, stormwater, and other civil works matters will lend us well, as you are going to be hopefully our Metro rep, and we know the challenges there, and I look forward to your advice on how we can repair our infrastructure. And finally, but not least, Councillor Terry James, you're the voice of the business community and will ensure that our policies are always going to be looked through the lens of economic prosperity for both businesses and residents. Dare I say, you're Miss Downtown Langley. I'm looking forward to working with everybody on council to make Langley City, and we have to say it, the place to be. Thank you. So now I'm going to invite each member of council to say a few remarks. I think I'm going to start on my right with Councillor White. If you just push the button, and you can also put your name plates forward, and I look forward to hearing your words.
It's green, right? Awesome. Green means go. To the people of the city of Langley, thank you. To the First Nation communities, the Kwantlen, Katsi, Matsqui, and Semiahmoo peoples who continue to share this land with us and walk with us, thank you for your presence and for your gracious and generous welcome. Let us continue to walk together in harmony and peace as we seek together at every opportunity to honor one another in our past, present, and continued journey into the future. Honored guests, good friends, family, Honorable Judge Cohen, Mayor Pahal, my fellow council members, and staff. I sit here among you as one who is humbled and empowered by the expression of trust granted to me to serve this term as a councillor for the city of Langley. I'm thankful to be here with you all tonight, taking part in this solemn occasion, but also an occasion that's filled with hope, excitement, and vision for the days and years ahead. I'd also like to express my deepest thanks and public thanks to Patty, my greatest friend, my wife, for your incredible support, your patience, and your encouragement over these last few months, let alone the past 38 years. To my kids, grandkids, siblings, and other family and friends who are here, thank you for your encouragement. It has always been uplifting and energizing, and I thank you. Walking and knocking door after door in this campaign, I had a lot of conversations with people, many expressing their concerns about our present state and future, asking questions of me, each one trying to determine if I'm listening, if I'm hearing what's on their mind, and what's troubling their heart. To know, could they trust me to represent them? And in the gap that will exist in all of these situations, trust that I'll work for the greatest benefit for all. I think I can be assured in saying that we all know that trust takes time and consistency to build, and a few thoughtless moments to destroy. Solon, the ancient Greek poet and politician, and one of the Greek fathers of democracy, said this. He said, "Put more trust in nobility of character than in an oath." Up until the moment I was called on to recite the words back to Judge Cohen, I didn't know the exact words that I would say in my oath. But it didn't matter, because my desire today and for the future remains as constant as it always has been, to care for and serve for the city of Langley with passion, integrity, and to the best of my ability. To Mayor Pahal and my council, colleagues, warm congratulations to you all on your electoral results. Our effectiveness as a council will be as great as our ability to listen, honor, work together, and even the benefit of the Langley City. To the staff of Langley City in advance, I'm thanking you for your patience, your understanding, your wisdom, and incredible commitment and hard work. You play such a critical part in bringing the future closer to reality and moving today closer in the days and years ahead. The present and future of Langley City is both full of promise and challenge. With fiscal uncertainty facing everyone, access to affordable housing, a constant pressure, the chronic pain of those homelessness are all significant challenges. We have the challenge, but greater yet, the hope and promise of the SkyTrain development, a thriving local economy with real entrepreneurial spirit and vibrancy, access to beautiful parks and trails, a livable and walkable Langley, with great attractions and entertainment, which continues to give us much to be excited for and build towards in the future. In all of this, it's always people who are and will continue to make Langley City the place to be. Each one seeking to understand the gifts and contributions and resources we have in everyone as a community. This is the key to our future. Coming together, listening, walking, and working together. I'd like to close in offering an ancient prayer for us and over the land of Langley City. Creator God, God of truth and grace, make us all whole, people of integrity who heal and make peace. I pray we would have eyes to see what's best in others, a graceful and candid mouth, hands that never twist but hold up truth, a heart that aims to encourage, and feet that pursue my neighbor's best interest. Amen. Thank you. Thank you.
So thanks everyone for being here tonight. I don't really have a prepared speech, so I'm just gonna off the cuff, and that's what I do best, I think. So first off, I want to thank the residents for having confidence and um, let's say respect for the position that I hold and that I do, and the work that I've done in the last few years. I want to thank all the dignitaries for being here tonight. It makes it very special for me and the rest of council. Our future together is very exciting, and I'm really looking forward to building a strong, diverse team here at the council table. And I welcome everyone as part of the team, and I'm committed to making this team work and be the best functioning council ever. So that I can guarantee and commit to. Staff, we have the best staff in the Lower Mainland, bar none. And just putting together an event like this shows just how good they are, how capable they are, and my respect and gratitude for staff is I can't say enough about them. The way you have our city prepared and set a vision for our future is incredible, and it's something I'm really excited to follow through on. Um, to friends for being here, thank you so much. There's a lot of you here. Family, I couldn't be where I am today without my family. I got my kids here, two of my boys, and girlfriend, and I just really appreciate you being here to support me. Um, my 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 biggest supporter, my biggest fan, my wife Christine. I love you. You're my best friend, your biggest supporter, and always a shoulder that is there to listen to me. And I love you so much. Um, and most important of all, I want to thank my mom for who I am today. She can't be here with us tonight, but I'm always thinking of her, and I wish her all the best. And she's made me who I am. So I appreciate her every day and every moment. So thank you all.
Okay, I guess I'm up. I'd like to begin by thanking Kevin Kelly for the welcoming song and starting us off in a good way. Thank you. Um, it is an honor to have been elected to continue to serve the citizens of Langley City. I thank them and those who have and continue to support me in doing this very important work. My husband and partner Keith, my family and friends, thank you. There has been much work done by previous councils, and I am grateful and thankful for their many contributions. There is yet so much to be done, and we are faced with many challenges of affordability, security, and climate change. We see that many individuals' families are struggling and are faced with barriers and access to housing, services, and healthcare. We have many organizations and partner groups like the school district and many others that continue to bridge the gaps and understand the need for collaboration and coming together. Langley City has the opportunity with the coming of the SkyTrain to build a comprehensive development. The Necamaco River District and official community plan are well thought out plans that will help guide the much needed actions in creating a vibrant, walkable, livable, and safe city. One that enhances and protects its ecosystems and many trail networks that lead into the city. I look forward to working with Mayor Pahol and the rest of council, and I congratulate them for being here. And the hardworking, dedicated staff. We are so fortunate to have you in Langley City. We must continue to work on meaningful truth and reconciliation with First Nations, environmental protection, stewardship and enhancement, affordable, attainable, and sustainable housing, and comprehensive health care. On another note, I would love to see a performing arts and cultural center come to fruition. I just have to put that in there to see the excitement of what grows around it and from it. So much to continue to do, but I feel that so many people are part of the exciting growth of Langley City. You guys, thank you.
Thank you all for being here today, and thank you for your beautiful welcome song, and then to the staff at the City of Langley for putting on this event. Thank you to all the residents in the City of Langley. As a first-time candidate, I'm honored and humbled to have been elected, and it's not something that I take lightly. I will work hard for our community, and you will remain my top priority. For everybody who supported me during sometimes incessant talk about the campaign, this is also entirely possible without you. I also want to acknowledge all of the candidates who ran with this action. It's tremendous, it takes a tremendous amount of work to run a campaign. Whether you're elected or not, those efforts deserve a pat on the back. Of course, also congratulations to all of my elected counterparts for running a successful campaign. So I look forward to working with you all as we move forward. Over the course of the election, I spoke with many about homelessness, crime and safety, affordability, and infrastructure to support development, among many other topics. I welcome the perspectives of my new colleagues and respect their individual skill sets. I'm confident that we can come together as professionals to provide a rich, collaborative environment, ultimately to find innovative solutions to these issues. For the next 4 years, I hope residents feel represented and consulted by us as a council, and I hope that we can improve the quality of life for everybody who's living within the City of Langley. So I'm both grateful and excited to
sounding very similar. I'm encouraged by everything we're hearing. It's clear we're all on the same page. I just want to recognize all the people that put their name forward for positions within the council. At the end of the day, there will be one man and 6 councillors representing the traditional 50 Gail, who's not here, Gail Martin, but Rudy, who served this community with professionalism and passion for many years. So thank you for everything that you did, Rudy. My family's my rock. I want to thank my amazing husband, Bob, and my children. Every time I do this, they put their unwavering support behind me, and it's not an easy thing to do, no matter how many times you've done it. This is followed closely by incredible friends, some of whom are in the audience this evening. You were on the other end of the phone or on the opposite side of the table or whatever I needed when I needed it. And unlike Paul, I believe, who said that Christine was his sounding board, my Bob said, "Don't you have a friend you can talk to about this?" So if you were one of those friends, thank you. I do want to acknowledge my board of directors and my work colleagues at the Downtown Langley Business Association. This is the 5th time they've put their full support for me running for re-election, and it speaks volumes, and I couldn't be more appreciative to have that level of support. And certainly last but not least to the people who voted, of course, for putting your faith in me for another 4 years, entrusting me to make the right decisions on your behalf. My phone is always on and my door is always open. I want this term to be all about community consultation and inclusion as we move forward in the right direction. I already feel that this council is ready to work together with our community and our incredible Langley staff to tackle the bigger challenges in our small community. But I'm also looking forward to continuing to provide our citizens with the positive things as well: arts and culture, free family events, healthy recreation opportunities for all ages, beautiful and well-maintained parks and trails, and an overall sense of community. I will continue to respect diversity, inclusivity, our ongoing truth and reconciliation journey, and the partnerships that exist between Langley City and the many other community groups we work with. Working together is absolutely the key to us moving forward, and I feel certain that this is the direction that this council will take. So I'm personally looking forward to a bright future in Langley City, and I can't wait to get started on the next 4 years.
All right. Like Paul, I have very little prepared, so I'll just won't take up too much of your time. I just want to say it's an honor to be here tonight. I want to thank everyone in this room for attending this inauguration. I just want to thank my wife Julia, who unfortunately can't be here right now. She's putting our 2 kids down, but hopefully will be by later. I'd like to thank John Aldag, was here for advice over the years. I'd like to thank our MLA Andrew Mercier as well, so for some advice over the years, and thank Nathan, who asked me to run 4.5 years ago, and I think it's been a great journey since, and I'm looking forward to working with everybody in the room. I want to thank my mom. Actually, she's here. She delivered a significant number of my flyers, so I just want to thank you for that, and I have some friends here as well, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. That's it.
So now we actually have some council business that we need to get to.
Before we start that, Mr. Mayor, I'm
Yes.
wondering if we could ask Mr. Kevin Kelly if you would be willing to do the honor song.
Oh, yes. Would you be willing to do an honor song? Thank you. I'll let you grab that. So I believe now we have some motions and council business that we can attend to. So we have, I believe, 4 motions. So I will be moving them and I will be looking for somebody to second them. So the first motion is on the deputy mayor appointments. And the motion is that the 2022-2023 deputy mayor rotation schedule be approved as follows. November 5th to December 31st, 2022, Councillor Mack. January 1st to February 28th, 2023, Councillor Wallace. March 1st to April 30th, Councillor White. May 1st to June 30th, Councillor James. July 1st to August 31st, Councillor Solium. And September 1st to October 31st, Councillor Albrecht. Does anyone want to second that? Seconded by Councillor Albrecht. Is there any discussion about this? So seeing that there is no discussion, I'm going to call the vote. All in favor? It's unanimous. The next motion is for the appointment of the Metro Vancouver Board of Directors. So the motion is that Councillor Paul Albrecht be appointed to the Metro Vancouver Board of Directors for 2023, and that Councillor Rosemary Wallace be appointed as the alternative. Seconded by Councillor James. Is there any discussion? Seeing that there's no discussion, I'll call the vote. All in favor? It's unanimous. The next one is the Fraser Valley Regional Library Board appointment. So the motion is that Councillor Rosemary Wallace be appointed to the Fraser Valley Regional Library Board for 2023, and that Councillor Paul Albrecht be appointed as the alternate. Who would like to second that? Councillor White. Is there any discussion? Seeing no discussion, I'll call the vote. All in favor? It's unanimous. And I believe the final motion of the evening, and this is returning to in-person council meetings. Just as some context, the council chamber will be used for the Langley Christmas Bureau, which is why the motion is written as it is. So that effective January 1st, 2023, the following motion passed at the October 18th, 2021 regular council meeting be rescinded. That is effective November 2021, unless otherwise resolved by council. Regular council meetings be held electronically via video conferencing technology at 3 p.m. Does anyone want to second that? Councillor Solium, is there any discussion about this? Seeing no discussion, I will call the vote. All in favor? It's unanimous. So I will ask for a motion to adjourn, but do not leave yet. There's a couple of instructions, and I'll just check with staff to make sure I'm not missing anything. I do see the instructions, so. Great, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Councillor White, Councillor Mack, so we are adjourned. I would also like to invite you all to the CKF room, which is just across over there, for some light refreshments. But before you do that, I'll ask that everybody stand and wait for the procession of us to finish before you leave. Thank you.